2017 when they made a run into the second round. A little bit more of that big league experience, right? Horwitz and Bader certainly, and some higher level minor leaguers like a Medlinger on that list.
And Brett Osmond has even talked about that in 2012, how he was put in a situation to have to, it felt like he was recruiting D3,
trying to get guys
junior college D3, type of players to come in, and now there's guys calling him, telling him, hey, I want to be a part of this World Baseball Classic.
Medlinger thought that was in the dirt, doesn't get that call. A strikeout for Bayo.
And this sounds loud. Check this out. I mean, as soon as this ball was hit, he barreled it. Perfect extension.
The upper deck, or you could scrape the back of the wall. It's still one run.
And when you hit a home run, they'll ask you, did you get all of it? And you always say never. Nah, didn't get all of it.
But that is what Team Israel's been looking for. Last WBC 2023, they finished 1-3 with a -22 run differential. Scored 3 runs against Nicaragua, 1 run in the other games. Looking for a little bit more pop. They got some from Bader earlier in this tournament. He's homered. Their number 3 hitter who grounded out his first time up. Got on and missed, and Bayo has the strikeout working. That's number 7 for him.
Well, that's how you answer back right there. His little cutter slider, slide off the barrel. Yeah. Well located. Very well executed.
Strikeouts in a single game in this Classic, and we saw Emmanuel De Jesus of Venezuela do this to Israel the other night.
He was fantastic.
Oh,
sneaky fastball, good curveball.
R.J. Schreck grounded to first base his first time up. The last 6 outs, strikeouts for Bayo.
It's fair to say Israel has seen some really good pitching. They've ran into some guys that have been spot on.
Yeah, it's maybe easier to say in a major league season, or just over the summer, a longer season. Hey, the starting pitcher, or whoever, it was great today. You tip your cap. It's easier to say it maybe then than in a short tournament, because every game means so much and is so magnified. But it has been that where just the pitching has been that much better.
Yeah, I mean, you'll go a week where it's a struggle to get base hits, and you look back and you're like, whoa, we faced number 1s and number 2s, right? They're best guys, but in a tournament like this, for the most part, you're facing number 1s.
And while mathematically it's not always the case, when you only have 4 games to figure out if you advance or not, they all feel like must-win elimination type games. And when you're teams like Israel or Nicaragua or the Netherlands, and you know what you're up against with the Dominican and Venezuela, they all feel like must-wins because there may only be one spot. 3-2. Popped up. A lot of blue jerseys coming together. Who's going to take it? It's always the captain of the infield. Fernando Tatis Jr. left the ballpark his last time. He'll come to the plate when we come back.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile family saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like Netflix, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I'm a Denny's Super Slam with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the third inning. It's superstars climbing the wall while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
The United Football League is back. A game experience like no other.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah! This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
Ey, el case lleno de trophies, racks pa' estar cozy, me dicen la MVP, baby, I like that. Ponte en la jersey, la one y la only, me bajo por la pinta, pues I like that.
Dominican Republic in front 6-1, a 5-spot in the second inning. 4 came home on one swing of the bat. Fernando Tatis Jr. Guarantee he won't hit a grand slam now. Only because he's leading off the inning, and then it's Marte and Soto. Really seemingly in a zone during this WBC. And you picked up on it spot on. Your eyes are great as Daniel Fetterman takes over out of the Team Israel bullpen. The first pitch he saw in that at bat, you said that he's looking soft.
Yeah, he was looking soft. Just how soft he took the pitch kind of lets you know, okay, he might be sitting soft here. And sure enough, you know, I think he threw enough changeups to get you to say, okay, I have to pick one or the other, the fastball or the changeup. During that inning, I think he threw it like about 75% of the time. So that's just a smart hitter understanding the game and slowing down the game in a big key situation.
Ball and 2 strikes. And there's a strikeout. If you missed it, so did a lot of us because it got out so quick. But this is the grand slam.
Part of the play right there. As soon as he left this bat, he knew it. 105 exit velocity. 400 feet for a place that plays extremely big. The Dominican team is making this stadium look very, very small. See Tatis there talking about Fetterman out of Pembroke Pines, University of Miami, standout.
27 years old. In the second World Baseball Classic, saw him a couple of days ago. That one fouled away. Let me ask you this, just as a hitter, right? We're going back to Tatis, but just in a general sense, you say you went into that at bat and he's looking soft. How does a hitter get to that mindset? Why do you decide it's got to be soft?
Well, you've got 3 levels of getting prepared for an at bat. It starts in the dugout, talking to your hitting coach, talking to your teammates. Then you go on deck and you start realizing what's happening in that inning, and then you make your plan as you're walking to the plate, and you figure it out. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is plan A, plan B, and C.
To second.
And Paul, I'll go a step further. Is for the golfers out there. You know, you're sitting on 190 yards. What are you going to hit? A 7-iron, or are you going to hit a 5-iron, or are you going to hit a hybrid, or you just, you know, then you get to 50 yards out. Are you going to hit a 58 wedge, right? So you've got different swings, different approaches, different styles of yardage that you're going to play. That's the same thing for a hitter when you're on deck. You want to realize, all right, what do you got in the bag today, and how am I going to try to get a birdie, try to get an eagle, or a hole-in-one like Tatis just did for a home run or a grand slam.
That one fouled away, left side, and that'll get into the seats. I always know what I'm hitting from 170 yards, and that's 6 more times. That's what I'm hitting. I'm hitting it 6 more times.
Come on. No way.
A lot of games in this building for Juan Soto.
Soto's got a lot of clubs in his bag, I'll tell you that.
Only going to be with one club for the next decade and a half, though. That one up and in. A 15-year deal with the New York Mets, of course.
Usually after something hard and in like that, moves your feet, something soft is coming. Soto's very smart. He understands that too, and the way they pitched him today is like that. Little in, a little soft away.
And Stubbs, with his time in the National League East, familiar with Soto as well. Knew exactly what needed to be thrown to get the 3 unassisted to get Fetterman out of the inning. 1, 2, 3.
Christmas Day 1987. A young LeBron was gifted a basketball, a hoop, and a dream. From day one, he worked until he became the chosen one. But what if his skills were never seen? No championship for the land, no A&R Bron, no model for generational change. That's why the LeBron James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed, because everyone's skills deserve to be seen. No matter the person, just one opportunity can help the world work better.
Bro, look at me.
Did you see that? Should we tell him? So bad. Oh my gosh. It's not funny. Stop.
Do not listen to that.
Thank you, man.
I know how it feels.
Ever since he was a baby, he understood. He was born to make things really, really good. Make it really, really good.
Over 250 years ago, we didn't like the taxes, so we dumped the tea. Today, that same unstoppable spirit drives Ram. Now with the Ram Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people. 0% financing for 60 months on select 2026 models, or we'll cover your sales tax, plus no monthly payments for 90 days, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Because a promise means nothing unless you back it up. Nothing stops America. Nothing stops Ram.
Look at this. Endless big butterfly shrimp for us, endless steak for them.
Oh, did you know that buffet is French for happy wallet?
I take German.
Well, amigo, you just got schooled in buffetonomics. Yodelay.
Star power and horsepower. All gas, no brake. Week in and week out. This is the NASCAR Cup Series, Las Vegas, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on FS1.
So what's at stake in the World Baseball Classic is more than just the WBC crown. It's also the 2028 Summer Olympics and how to qualify. U.S., they're in host nation. WBC, 2 best placed teams from the Americas, not Team USA, will qualify. Premier 12 best placed teams in Asia, Europe, Oceania. And the final qualifier, 6 total teams from Asia, and then Africa and Europe on there as well. So there is a lot at stake. You got to play well in this tournament to hopefully open the door for the 2028 Summer Olympics as well.
And that's what a lot of the lower tier teams are trying to do, right? Get in there, get in the Olympics, get back to the World Baseball Classic. It's a lot at stake for sure.
Carrick retired on the fly ball, so one quick out for Brian Bayo, who has really been in control. 7 strikeouts to this point. The lone blemish, the Horwitz home run in the 4th inning.
That's why this Israel team, that win last night was so big for them. Small little token, but it can go such a long ways for the future of this federation.
Yeah, again, we've discussed it, and it's certainly worth noting again. You have those favorite teams, favorites, I should say, to win the tournament. DR, Venezuela, Japan, U.S., what have you. they're further down the line, right, in terms of global powerhouses to win tournaments like this. But to stay on the global stage for a team like Israel or Nicaragua, unfortunately relegated, but Italy,
right?
It puts baseball in those areas on the map for whether it's 3 years from now or whether it's a 10-year-old watching these games and it's 10 years from now. It really helps to water those seats.
No doubt.
Upstairs to Stubbs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the 7 strikeouts for Bayo. That was back in the 2nd inning. To first, Santana knocks it down, feeds the pitcher covering, and there are 2 away.
We mentioned Italy. Cervelli, take a look at this play right here. Just knocks it down. You're at first base. You can always knock it down. You're going to have time. Love how he picks it up with his bare hand and delivers a strike to Bayo. But the way they've been built, Cervelli being the head man there, Jorge Posada has joined Italy squad, helping out. So just like Israel, they're little by little, putting one block in front.
And all that Hall of Famer Mike Piazza has done for Italian baseball over the last number of years. America's pastime on the global stage, the World Baseball Classic. Ground ball to third. Caminero loads and throws a strike to first. 5 really good innings for Bayo.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Ingrezza.
Ingrezza.
#1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza.
We got time
today.
2 Chainz, just hilarious. Country Wayne, DC Young Fly, Stephen A. Smith.
There's some questions I want to ask you right now.
Go ahead. Commercial.
This gonna get good. Hey, that's a gangster.
Next week, we'll be back because we'll be trending again.
What does it say you spend the most on?
Uber black cars. Like, I can't help it. I'm not getting into
Sedan.
I like being small and getting out of a big car. It makes me feel like the president.
Says my dog, but she's a sweetheart. You haven't met her, but you would love her.
How much?
It says $870 so far this month.
Subscriptions, I do have one that's very expensive. I have a watch subscription that's like $1,000 a month.
Do you get to keep them, or?
No, they're worth like way more than that.
It says nails and house cleaners are both up there, but I don't pay rent, so I guess that's okay.
Who pays the rent?
I already know it's restaurants, but I use Rocket Money to budget for it, so it tells me I can spend $100 for the rest of the month, so I just stick to it.
You already use the app?
Yeah, it actually saved me like $1,000 on an old subscription I got from my ex.
It's not a watch subscription, is it? Wow. Download Rocket Money to save more and spend less.
Let's take a look at the profile here of the Dominican Republic. The capital city is Santo Domingo. Baseball was introduced in the late 19th century by Cuban immigrants. Population of over 11 million, and certainly one of the most popular tourist destinations that there is. There's 52 weeks in a year yonder. You're there 56 weeks a year?
I wish. But, you know, it reminds me, I'm Cuban, and it reminds me of so much of Cuba. The land, you know, all the great beaches they have, the waterfalls, the people, the food, I mean, the music, all of it.
And it's been great. We've felt a taste of that, obviously, in this ballpark throughout the course of this tournament. Manny Machado leads things off. Junior Caminero and Carlos Santana against Fetterman in his second inning of work.
Fetterman's look good. Landing his slider, something he didn't do against Venezuela. 3 walks, a wild pitch. Looked much better today.
Ball and 2 strikes to Manny. That one grounded foul. The other guy that looked good, saw him a moment ago, Brian Bayo, most likely done, as he is at 54 pitches.
5 innings, 7 strikeouts. Phenomenal.
One and 2. Stubbs and Fetterman both wanted that. They did not get the call from Quinn Wilcock.
See Fetterman's reaction right there. Thought he had rung him up. And sometimes it's where you spot and Stubbs the glove setting up away. Missed inside.
I call those optical illusion balls.
And no ABS in this tournament.
Correct. Yeah, ABS the only newish, and I say newish, we've had the bigger bases for a couple of years, and pitcher disengagements, things like that. One of the newish rules that's not in this tournament. As Machado takes ball 4. Fetterman's got to be thinking, I got to have that call.
Yeah.
This creates more traffic, and that is not what opponents need against this offense.
3 walks for Manny today. And here comes La Maxima. Junior Caminero.
He's put on a show so far. Takes a changeup for a strike.
Junior's right. He's going to right center, using the bigger part of the field.
Oh, 1. That one outside. Stubbs does a nice job keeping that from getting to the backstop and giving another free 90 feet to Manny Machado, but a lot of free 90 feet to Dominican hitters in this tournament. 6 walks today and 24 in 2.5 games.
One thing Caminero has is the flair. I mean, when he knows it's gone, everybody in the ballpark knows it's gone.
Yes. Pop up, and he grounded into a double play today. Whew. When they foul it straight back, you know they just missed it.
Smell the burn wood. Look at him saying, right center, bigger part of the field. It's all about the approach and what club you've got. A lot of sliders by Fetterman with 2 strikes.
Ground ball to short. That's one. And they'll double them up again. You know, leading up to this tournament, we're talking to Albert Pujols, and I said, Albert, are you guys going to have to play with the roof open? Because if Caminero hits a homer, he may throw the bat right up into the rafters.
That was the 2025 Dominican Winter League Game 7. It was an electric playoff where Escogido went out to win. But I mean, look at these winter ball statistics. 19 home runs.
Played in Australia to rack up some of those numbers as well. And Santana just fouled down the first base line. Walk and a run scored. A strikeout in the 4th for Santana. Over 1,300 walks in his major league career. Look at the list of Dominican-born players. Only Albert Pujols had more. But depending on how this season goes, it's 1,330 for Santana, 1,373 for Albert. And I think of that old video of Sparky Anderson back in the day. It was Kirk Gibson.
Yep.
They don't want to face you.
He's always had a good eye. He'll walk 100 times.
Yeah.
Every year.
He can hit it too. This one in the air to right, but into the glove of Shrek. With the double play, faces the minimum in the 6th.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. It's time to settle the score. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
Charlie, here. Come here.
Oh. I'll be right back.
Good, Charlie. Come, sit. Let's go home. Charlie, stop. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie, will you stop that? Charlie, are you crazy? Silly dog. No more treats for you.
Sorry, where were we?
You crazy dog.
Red Bull gives you wings.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial in history to book a trip on a device that is not their computer.
How? Yeah, how? I need a big screen to feel safe.
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
I'm scared.
We'll do it together.
Kayak. Got that right.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
You installed this?
Yep. Even had a few screws left over.
Is it supposed to sound like that?
Cutting corners can leave you drowning in regret. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. A for effort, though. A minus, maybe.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of World Baseball Classic Incorporated and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Been having an awful lot of fun with the first 2.5 games for the Dominican Republic. They've got themselves a nice cushion right now if the score holds, and if they win, not only do they punch a ticket to the quarterfinals, but it also ensures that Venezuela, who plays their third of 4 games in pool play later on tonight, Venezuela will move along too. Gregory Soto, the lefty, takes over out of the Dominican bullpen. Second time we've seen him in pool play.
It's a big outing for him right here. Against Nicaragua, 2 hits, couldn't finish the inning, 1 walk. A little bit erratic. He's going to be facing 2 lefties. He's basically their lefty specialist. They're going to need him if they want to keep it going in this tournament, the way this bullpen has been.
Mervis, Halter, and Horwitz do up in this 6th inning. He went around, and a strikeout for Soto. A good start to his afternoon.
Well, that's a good start right there on that slider. Getting Mervis. Take a look at this stuff right here. Sinker, slider, four-seam sweeper. He likes the sweeper and the slider to the lefties. A lot more sinkers to the righties. You take a look at this slider right here, and that's got a lot of depth and tilt.
From the inside corner to 2 feet off the plate.
And you know, as a hitter, you're going in, you know the scouting report, and I guarantee you the first thing it says is he can get wild. And all of a sudden, you get a little passive, and 96, 97 coming right at you.
31 years old, Soto. His first World Baseball Classic.
Not a fun at bat if you're a lefty, I'll tell you that.
Not at all. Used out of the Pirates bullpen.
I always like when lefties would be on the third base side of the mound. When they're right in the middle of it or on the first base side of the mound, it is very hard to pick up everything.
He looks sharp. Back-to-back strikeouts to start his day.
Can we see it? Can we see 9 pitches? 3-pitch strikeout. 3-pitch strikeout once again. He's looked very dominant. He uses the force of the ground and the mound. And he's spot on today.
In there for a strike, so that immaculate inning in play. 7 for 7. He faces Horwitz, who homered back in the 4th inning.
All right, here we go.
Lefty righty splits career.
Good luck if you hit a foul ball off the guy.
So he was the guy they were going to bring in this spot.
I would think the Pirates would be very pleased with this outing so far.
0-2. Oh.
Almost had it.
So close to an immaculate inning there, but that one fouled away. These two guys will lock up as teammates, Soto and Horwitz. A couple of weeks from now, when the World Baseball Classic is over, both members of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's on a 1-year deal.
0-2. One got through Ramirez. He was right on the corner again. Probably one of those situations, trying to frame that outside part of the plate, or inside part of the plate rather. Now 2-2.
Horwitz all tournament has looked good.
But Soto looks a little bit better in that inning. Strikes out the side.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
In the land of Israel, before the Gospels, before the cross, there was David.
This day, the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you.
I'm Zachary Levi, and this is David, King of Israel. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
You could spend all night checking every receipt and coding every expense.
Or you could let Ramp do it. Close the books without the busy work. Ramp. Love finance.
Could you please submit your expenses today?
You could keep reminding your coworkers to submit their expenses. Or you could let Ramp do it. Never chase a receipt again. Ramp. Love finance.
In a pinch? Need cash fast? Bridget's got your back. Get $25 to $250 instantly. No credit check, no interest, no late fees. Download Bridget for free today.
Welcome back inside Lone Depot Park. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, rest of our crew with you here. Tanner Jacobson comes in to pitch for Team Israel, late add to the roster after Robert Stock went down with a shoulder injury. So WBC debut for the 26-year-old.
Was he in the Atlantic League last season? 10th rounder of the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a big test for him, a fun test.
He'll get the bottom third of the order. O'Neal Cruz, Agustin Ramirez, and Geraldo Perdomo.
Just a bit outside.
It's just one way to get that ball out of play.
Yeah, I love how you say the bottom part of this lineup. Like, yeah, seen O'Neal Cruz do his thing today.
The bottom middle of the order?
Bottom middle. I like that one.
Bottom middle?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
We'll recalibrate.
Bottom middle. Bottom middle.
And that, again, that's the thing with the Dominican coming into this tournament. You can look at the numbers, you can look at the baseball cards and see it, but they've delivered, right? They have done it in all 3 games to this point. The Tatis grand slam in the second, the big blow here today, but they've lived up to those expectations through 2.5 games.
Yeah, about O'Neal Cruz with that home run, 116 miles off the bat. About this 17 degrees launch angle. That's, for folks out there, that's usually just a line drive over second base.
That's into center field, a base hit. Cut off by Bader. Cruz with those long strides will get to second base.
Well, here's a homer. The 17-degree launch angle, 118 miles off the bat. Exit velo. This guy's been known for 100th percentile in exit velo and launch angle. And right there, man, he gets rewarded. But the beauty of this guy is not just the power, not just the arm strength, it's the speed. Big frame, runs very quiet. With a ton of speed. I mean, just, that's not fair to be that. That linger right there, looking at him.
Depth of field not helping that pace right there.
And that double right there was 110 miles an hour off the bat.
And even with Mendlinger in the foreground here, that doesn't seem to help. It's just a tall drink of water, that O'Neal Cruz, and so much fun to watch. He's had a good day today. Ramirez check swing roller stays fair near the bag. Former Marlin teammate Mervis steps on the bag. Moving up to third is Cruz, 1 down.
Look at this dugout for the Dominican team. Even on a check swing, gets the guy over. It's those little things Albert talks about, right? Executional at bats. Winning baseball in this tournament, you're gonna have to do those little things.
Infield in, and that one kicks away from Stubbs, but Cruz will stay put.
And sure, you're looking at Ramirez. He's going back to the dugout like, it's check swing, ground ball to first. Should have had my chance and my moment there to drive him in, but still the little things count. It's called a great game back there. Had some great blocks. Already with a double.
Yeah, not all outs are created equally.
Right.
A strikeout does nothing. That, even though it's not great contact, moves the runner over. You can score a bunch of different ways.
Which is something that in the previous World Baseball Classic they struggled with.
They have only 4 hits today, but they've all gone for extra bases, including Cruz's double a few moments ago. He's at third. A 1-1 to Perdomo is taken upstairs.
This is where this Venezuela team, the USA, they don't strike out either. They put the ball in play. This will be a lot of fun on Wednesday night.
Finale of pool play, and the one we've all circled. It seems if this score holds, Dominican will advance, Venezuela will advance. We know that, so it will be more for seeding than survival, but that doesn't mean that any intensity will be taken off. Strike to Perdomo.
Perdomo on that pitch was diving, thinking he was going to get something out over. That's why laid off that slider down and in.
Infield in, 3-2. And Perdomo works the walk to turn the lineup card over to the guy who hit the grand slam back in the second, Fernando Tatis.
Well, Tatis took the changeup already for a home run. Jacobson, he's been throwing a lot of sliders to the righties. Will he do it again and Tatis sit on a slider?
7 walks today for the Dominican Republic, 25 in the tournament, even with Japan for the most. And they've cashed in those walks in a big way. Takes a slider for a strike. Thirteen of those 25 walks have scored. And that's how they were able to put that crooked number on the board in the second. The bases loaded walk before the grand slam. One and one. Runner goes from first, turns away from a pitch at the top of the zone. But it is called a strike, and it's 1-2. Perdomo picks up the stolen base, and 2 are in scoring position.
So far in this at bat, all sliders.
Infield comes in, 1-2 on Tatis. Ground ball, third base gets through. That'll score 1. Perdomo on his way around third. Here's a throw from left, cut off. Tatis safe at second. 2 more runs score. What a day.
Well, he was stubborn enough to stay on the fastball. Gets his foot down, doesn't try to do too much. He knows the infield's in. Once he gets that fastball with this fast infield, I just love what he does afterwards. He knows there might be a play at home plate, so he's racing over to second base to once again getting runners in scoring position.
And this is where now we're in the 7th inning, and they still have a ways to go, but just to put it out there, how they won yesterday was that early termination. They do have the day off tomorrow, so they can rest their pitchers, but all the rest that they could get would be certainly what they would take as Marte down to the count 0-2.
Look at him go. He knows there might be a play at home, but this is that focus and that determination, playing for your country. 6 RBIs on the day.
They can keep adding on. Start thinking about that early termination. But yes, still a ways to go. Cruz came in to score for the 4th time in his WBC. Perdomo, who walked, stole a base, he scores as well. So another walk that gets cashed in. Marte 0 for 3 today. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. We've got Tatis at second. Under the hands, and the count runs full. Runner goes. Throw to third. And he's out. A couple of times that the Dominican has been thrown out at third base. Once by the pitcher, once by the catcher. Here's Stubbs.
I just didn't think he had a big enough lead. The right idea with 1 out. Perfect throw by Stubbs.
And he had that open lane.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Marte walked on the backside of that play, so he's at first base with 2 outs. And Soto checks the swing. He ended it in the bottom of the 7th inning yesterday with that early termination walk-off home run. Inside. Jacobson, the 4th pitcher for Team Israel today. Prager started, gave up 5 runs, 4 on that grand slam, walked 4, got himself into some trouble. Weiss 2 1/3, Fetterman 2 innings, and now Jacobson, who has walked another. That's his 3rd, and it brings up Manny Machado, who's walked 3 times himself today.
It just doesn't stop. It doesn't matter who's up. I've been amazed by the amount of times you get 3-2 counts against this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's so much experience with the lineup, right, collectively. But this is that team aspect. You know, 2 months from now, we're in the middle of the baseball season. All 9 of the guys in the lineup are going to be, you know, the guy in their lineup that's called upon to get that big hit. But here, okay, I don't have to chase because the guy behind me's got, you know, 3 silver sluggers and 5 all-star games.
You've got a guy in Manny right now. He knows the score of the game. Just like yesterday, Soto ended it with a home run.
If he can connect, it would make the bottom of this 7th inning a lot more dire for Israel.
Much better slider right there by Jacobson.
Three walks and a run scored today for Machado. 0-1. Jacobson deals. On a hop to the shortstop. Carrick from the outfield grass unleashes a strong throw. But 2 more runs come in to make it 8-1.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
And now I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Liberty.
Liberty?
Liberty?
Liberty. Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value meal. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
Let's take you back to 2023 in this building, in this tournament. Gene Segura finding the gap in right center field. Drive home some runs that would cap the early termination walk-off win for the Dominican Republic.
Gene hitting machine Segura.
Fun to watch, no doubt about it. And the last piece of the Dominican Republic bullpen that we haven't seen yet is Carlos Estevez. His numbers with the Royals last year in 67 games, superb. This is first WBC.
Another all-star appearance. Junior Lake now in right field for Tatis.
First pitch swinging. That's a fair ball, and wouldn't you know it, Lake's got to get right to work out there in right field. Mendlinger with a leadoff double here in the 7th.
Well, you're going to get a lot of swings from Estevez, but you're also going to get a lot of chases from him. That's a good piece of hitting right there. And Mendlinger gets a fastball. First pitch swinging. Can't wait too much with this bullpen. First one you get, you got to go.
You know, I know that hitters from the Dominican and Venezuela, they're stealing a lot of the headlines. And really, across the board, the big leaguers that a lot of us are most familiar with are stealing the headlines. But there has been some other guys like Mendlinger who have put together some really good at-bats in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. It's been Bader. It's been Levinson that's put together some good at-bats as well. Horwitz has put together some good at-bats for this team.
It's still a game to go tomorrow. And maybe another at-bat today or two. Climbing that list. Ball and a strike to Harrison Bader.
That's what you get right there a lot of the times from Estevez. Estevez loving his Pokemon figures. He collects a lot of Pokemon cards. He'll finish an inning and do his Pokemon.
Well, as a reliever, you got a lot of time.
Yeah, you got to think. A lot of time.
You're only working like 20 minutes a day. No, I kid. These guys put in a ton of work, of course. And this is Bader lifting one down the left field line. He'll sneak into the seats.
Carlos Estevez, one of the good guys in baseball, man. Always smiling, always happy. Hard worker. Had a lot of success in Colorado, which is rare to see. For relief pitchers, they get used a bunch.
And good results hard to come by at altitude. Bader got a piece of that one.
This is big for Estevez, though. Putting on this uniform for the first time, he was extremely excited when he found out he was going to be a part of this team. The last guy to pitch in this bullpen during this tournament.
124 career saves, 13th most among Dominican-born pitchers. Should get into the top 10 soon enough. Tipped and held onto by Ramirez, a strikeout for Bader, and there's one away in the 7th.
Top of the zone fastball right there. He's always had a good one.
Right at the top of the list of save leaders in baseball last year. 42 of them. Kind of makes sense that the save leader would have 42. Greatest closer of all time wore number 42, yeah. Mariano Rivera.
He doesn't shy away from the moment. Remember Buddy Black asking him, hey, can you go? And he'll go 4 days straight, 5 days straight. Because, hey, I got to have all my chances to save a game. You just don't know when the next one's going to come. So if there's a chance, I'll be ready. Very durable.
R.J. Schreck. 1-0 coming.
I remember asking him, like, Carlos, man, you pitched 4 days in a row. No problem. I'm a big boy. Okay, go get him.
Yeah. So often you're like, well, the guy needs work. He's got to come in a mop-up situation or up by 9 runs, whatever the case is, just so he doesn't go a week. But in late January, signed a 2-year, $22 million deal. There's a club option coming up in 2027. $28,000 on hand to watch the Dominican Republic and Israel today. This one's skied behind home plate and foul. Schreck 0 for 2. 2 hits for Team Israel today. A home run for Horwitz in the 4th. The double by Menlinger, who's out at second base right now. And that one missing for ball 4. So they've got a couple of base runners.
That's where Estevez likes to get his swings. Top of the zone right there. Just a little too high.
Cole Carey. They've struggled, Israel has, to get base runners throughout the course of the day and string really anything together, because Brian Bayo was phenomenal today. 5 innings, the 1 hit, that home run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Soto a clean 6th inning.
If you're Israel, you definitely want to see this guy on base because he's got wheels. 2-hit game last night.
Now Wellington Cepeda, the pitching coach, will go out and chat with Estevez. He was the pitching coach, the bullpen coach rather, with the Marlins for a long time, so familiar with this ballpark. Always involved. He's either in the big leagues or he's on his way to some winter ball. He's a great baseball guy, know him well, and worked with great Mel Stottlemyre Jr. was the pitching coach here with the Marlins for a number of years.
He was my pitching coach in Seattle as well. A legend in the game.
You ever call on you in a spot to get out there? Up or down like 9 runs, 10 runs?
No, never.
Okay, good.
Never did that. Well, you got a story?
No. I'm just asking.
No, never.
Just asking if he taught you some pitch grips for those.
No. But the mound visits were interesting.
I'm sure.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Something tells me we have to leave it at that. So a couple of stolen bases in 1 inning for Carey. Guys to do that in the World Baseball Classic. Saw it a couple of days ago in Tokyo. Swing and a miss right there.
That's a good changeup right there. Doubled up on it. You see Carey way out in front of that pitch.
Carey, a top 100 prospect going into 2025. Representing the Rockies organization. Waits on a 1-2 and bounces a ball to first base. Santana will take that. And the runners move up 90 feet. Second and third, 2 down.
Look at Esteves' action and his windup and delivery. Reminds me a lot of Ubaldo Jimenez. Herky jerky. Gets that ball out of his glove. Always known to have a good fastball. Both of them, actually.
Yeah. Ubaldo threw a no-hitter for the Rockies years ago. Stubbs lifts one toward left. Soto is there. And off to the 8th we go. 8-1.
New Cologuard Plus?
Yep.
Colon cancer screening delivered to your door. Check. No prep? Check. Non-invasive?
Checkity check check. And it detects 95% of colon cancer, similar to colonoscopy.
Checkity check.
The Cologuard Plus test is for people 45 plus at average risk. False positive and negative results may occur, not for those at high risk. Introducing Cologuard Plus. It's the box that checks all the boxes for screening. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
Some like them on an ice cream sandwich. Eat them how you like them.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I'm a Denny's Super Slam with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together.
The college basketball crown returns April 1st on Fox and FS1.
And we welcome you back to South Florida pool play. Rolling along all over the globe, wrapping up actually. Japan 3-0, Mexico and Italy 2-0, U.S. 2-0. Big one, U.S. and Mexico coming up. Puerto Rico defending their home turf at the top of the Pool A standings. And here in Miami, 2-0 for the Dominican Republic. Looking to go 3-0 Venezuela. They play later on tonight against Nicaragua. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, the rest of our crew here in Miami. Last day of doubleheader action. Single games the next couple of days, but the entire tournament will roll through this building. Quarterfinals, Pool C and Pool D, and then the semifinals and the finals will be here as well. Junior Caminero to lead things off, then Carlos Santana, O'Neal Cruz. Oh, that one got away.
Something about the first pitch with Jacobson to start his inning.
Monero takes upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. been something with that shortstop position for Caminero. Will pop up and 2 6-4-3 double plays today. Little movement to that one, clips the top of the zone, 3-1. And another walk. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Back when he was 11 years old, we met Manny Machado in Baltimore. Now they're swapping positions here, DH and third base, and sharing a clubhouse. And great on Manny. That's how you pass the game along to the next generation.
Wearing his number 13 that Manny gave to him.
And lifted for a pinch runner. Now Carlos Santana on a hop to the shortstop, and that one bounces into center field. So Eric Gonzalez, who came in as the pinch runner, will move to second base.
I remember
bounced off his glove.
I remember talking to Caminero during the Futures game, and like, man, I really like your swing. He goes, yeah, my favorite player is Manny Machado. Took a picture with him when I was a young man in Baltimore, and got him in contact with Manny. Told Manny, hey man, Manny, you got to watch this guy. This guy is incredible. And well, they built a relationship that's going to last a lifetime. Celebrating together, sharing a clubhouse together.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. I mean, Manny was always that young stud, but now he's moved toward that veteran role. How's he adjusted to that, especially in a setting like this?
Very well. I think he understands what he means to the young generation that's coming up now. He's also, when he was young, you know, he had guys like Adrian Beltre of the world, the Carlos Beltre.